We started our trip by planning out our European adventure, starting from Spain, France, Belgium, Netherlands, Switzerland, Vatican, and Italy. We made sure to plan special dates like our wedding anniversary in Paris and Christmas Day in Rome. We depend our stay in each country to the activities they offered, and then checked if flights, transportation, and accommodations fit our itinerary. Just a tip, use an AI tool to help plan and pace your trip. And don't forget to schedule rest days. Trust us, you need them on a month vacation like ours. After finalizing our itinerary, we booked our flights and transportation, followed by booking our accommodations and later activities. We used apps like booking.com for our accommodations. We booked places with their own kitchen and laundry facilities. Trust us, this saves heaps of money. We bought groceries and essentials, treating each location as our home base, and ate out only occasionally. For flights, we used Google Flights and tried to book arrivals around 1 p.m. to minimize luggage issues. For activities, we used Get Your Guide and Klook, and also took advantage of free guides from Free Tour. Just prepare a donation in support for the tour guide. Omeo handled our train bookings, and Flixbus covered our Switzerland to Italy bus ride. We also used our TSB credit card for travel insurance coverage. When applying for visas, we initially contacted the Italian embassy, but due to slot unavailability, we contacted the French embassy instead. They advised us to adjust our itinerary to match the stay lengths in France and Italy, which we did, and fortunately we received a full refund due to our credit card insurance. We then applied online through the French embassy, submitting our details and requirements, and received a confirmation form outlining everything we needed to prepare. As a couple, we applied together on one account. Now that we've got our visa application form sorted, it's time to prepare the required documents for submission to the French embassy. We started by printing out our confirmation forms, which included barcodes. We had two sets since we're applying as a couple. Next up, we made sure our passports were in order and printed out along with our New Zealand visa. For travel insurance, our TSB credit cards got us covered, so we got a certificate from the bank. Now, this might vary depending on your credit card issuer. We also printed out our bank statements, investment docs, and income evidence to prove our funds, and brought along our itinerary. For the required photos, we went to warehouse stationery and had them take care of it according to the embassy's requirements. A tip, we organized all our docs in an envelope with clear labels, which made it super easy for the officer to grab what they needed. After preparing, we drove to Wellington around midnight before our morning booking. One thing to note is that timing is crucial. Aim to arrive about 15 minutes before your appointment. They prefer punctuality, so avoid arriving too early, like 30 minutes, and of course being late. The process is pretty straightforward. They'll ask common questions like what you'll do there and who you're traveling with. Most of the time, they're just collecting the forms from your envelope, and then you'll pay the visa fee. Afterward, we stayed in Wellington for a day to explore before driving back to our city. Once we got our visa, we started preparing for our trip. Since it was December, we packed for winter, expecting temps to range from -5 to 5 degrees. We layered up with thermals as the base layer, long sleeves or other clothes as the mid layer, and jackets or coats as the outer layer. We also brought raincoats, scarves, and thermal gloves. Pants, we stocked up to 2 layers, plus thermal socks and sleepwear. For shoes, we prioritized comfy rubber shoes for all the walking we'd be doing. And we also picked up some boots at Mountain Warehouse. Super budget friendly and plenty of options. We packed clothes that could be mixed and matched for 7 to 14 days. For luggage, we brought 2 big ones, two small ones, and two 7 kilogram cabin bags. 80% of the space was taken up by my wife's stuff. One thing I forgot to pack: underwear. I bought new ones at the airport in Spain, so don't forget it. For daily travels, we used a collapsible Kathmandu bag and an anti-theft bag. These two comes hand in hand, as we'd put the important stuff in the anti-theft bag and use the collapsible for grocery shopping or when it rained. Gadgets. We brought our DJI action camera, a Kmart tripod, and some Temu DJI accessories. We also went for eSIMs from Nomad and Airalo with 4G internet connections. No physical SIM card needed, we just used the app. For payments, we downloaded the Wise app, which saved us a ton of international fees. We used phone payments only, keeping our cars safe and secure. We did our research on getting around. Walking was amazing for taking in the sights, but for longer distances, we'd hop in an Uber. We tried buses and trains too, when they accepted card payments. It really varied from place to place, so we planned ahead. Our rule of thumb: if it was within an hour's walk from our accommodation, we'd take it, and we ended up averaging around 16k steps a day. Lastly, safety precautions. That's why I brought the anti-theft bag and relied on my phone for transactions and searches. Comment down below if you have questions and we will answer it to the best of our knowledge. Thanks for watching. Cheers!